What's up, YouTube? This is Ro checking back in. Checking in with y'all. Who watched the game last night? The Dolphins against the Bengals. I think it was the second quarter. And Tua Tagovailoa, however you say his name, he got sacked and he got slammed to the ground by a D lineman. And I guess the back of his head hit the ground, which he had just had a concussion last week that they say wasn't a concussion. But when the man got up, he stumbled. His teammates had to help him. He didn't even really know where he was at, but they said it was his ankle and put him back out there. Yeah, it looked bad last night, man. He locked up. He like throwing, and not trying to be funny or nothing, but it really looked like he was throwing up gang signs. He just was stuck like with his hands, and that's not trying to be funny at all. I'm serious. But man, they had to bring the stretch out to take this man off the field, and they didn't even take his helmet off. They stabilized him. They stabilized his arms, and they took him on the stretch off the field. And one thing about, shout out to the Bengals fans too, because they did do a Tua chant. You know, football is football. Your team is your team. But being a real human, we know it's just a game, but they risk their life for real. But being a real human being, they show love. They chanted Tua for him and everything. But back to the concussion. They took him to emergency hospital and they checked him out, and they actually let him fly home with the team. Like, he didn't even stay in the hospital overnight. They let him fly home with the team. So with that being said, there's a lot of discussion on should he been in that game last night in the first place because of the week before. You think because of the week before, was it easier for him to, it didn't take much for him to get concussed again, or like that hit to his head, did it do more damage? Or, you know, I'm an ex-football player. I actually I played since I was in middle school. I played middle school, high school, college, and arena, you know. And I do recall being knocked out a couple times. You know, I recall being knocked out in middle school. I recall getting knocked out in high school for sure. And I played in the game 2 days later after being knocked out, to tell you the truth. I've been concussed in college. I've ran into the wall in the arena and caught a concussion. So, and this is just the ones I know about and being diagnosed with, on top of all the other ones when we was younger. Throw some dirt on it. Coach will tell you quick, throw some dirt on it. Yeah, you ain't, oh yeah, your head ringing, you got a ringer, go over there, get some water. Get back in here and let's get it. So we was raised that way, but now with all this that we know now, the CTE and all this, I've been diagnosed with brain issues, mental issues. I take certain medications for certain issues, you know, like I've been diagnosed PTSD, you know. And I sometimes wonder, like, do the issues I go through, I have vertigo. You know, that just comes whenever. So I wonder, do all these issues come from playing a sport? It's one thing, I love sports. Football is my second favorite sport to boxing, which are probably two of the most brain traumatic sports you can get. But I love them, man. I love them. I love to box. I love playing football. You know, I like physical contact. I like those kind of things. So, with that being said, I wouldn't push my child to play football. I wouldn't push my child to box or do UFC or none of that. I wouldn't push my child to do it, knowing what I go through now. And I'm probably on the low end of issues. Imagine those guys that's 10, 15 years in the league, man. All the concussions, the linemen, the linebackers, safeties. Oh, man, I can only imagine. So, yeah, with this Tua issue, man, I'm just coming to y'all. Hey, let me know what you guys think. Or share some of your issues or some of your situations with concussions. I know I'm not the only one. I know it's a lot of sports fans out there. I know it's a lot of guys out there. Women, too. No, not exclusive. But I know a lot of y'all out there been through it yourself. So what's your take on the Tua situation? Should he been out there or not? And he chose to go out there now. And they paying this guy to play. And he passed the concussion protocol. So should he have been out there? If he was your child, would you have put him out there? And what do you think about your kids? Would you let your kids play contact sports? You know? Answer that down in the comments. Put your comments down and let's see. Remember, this is the no judgment zone. You know, we anything goes in here, no judgment, and we keep it here. This is the Las Vegas of YouTube, the no judgment zone. And yeah. So my bad, I'm sorry, y'all. But at the beginning I did say Coke Your Dreams. That's another page of mine. The No Judgment Zone is my sports page. The Coke Your Dreams is a page that I've started. So if you want to check that one out too. I told y'all I'm new. And like and subscribe this video. And also go check me out at the No Judgment Zone. And like I always say, it's roll and it's love, and y'all bless.